Aldi has been named as the cheapest supermarket in the UK for the whole of 2023, while the same shopping list from Waitrose will set you back £20 more. Aldi was ranked the cheapest for 11 months last year, only missing out to Lidl in the month of October. And joining me now in the studio, consumer affairs journalist Harry Kine. So good to see you. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
So this is quite something, 20 quid more for exactly the same.
That's right, yeah. So we do a monthly check on the supermarkets where we get a basket of, say, 40 items. Those vary month on month. They're really standard things, milk, cheese, bread. And we compare across the supermarkets every day. We take an average of how much that basket of goods would cost, and then we rank the supermarkets. Right. And last year, as you say, 11 out of 12 months, Aldi was the cheapest, followed by Lidl. And often it's as little as, 2 or 3 pence that separates the two German discounters. In December, though, it was about £1.90 that was the difference. That said, it is always Waitrose in that basket that is more expensive, and in this case, £20 more expensive. So £74.83 at Aldi. Yeah. The same basket would set you back £94.94 at Waitrose.
OK, so you know what I'm going to say. Is there anything special about the Waitrose goods? Are they gold-plated? Are they studded with emeralds and diamonds? Are they, do they come from a special place, and have they been flown in, especially in a private jet? Why are they so much more expensive for the same thing?
If they have, it's not apparent to us. We do a like with like comparison, and we do actually find that on a lot of own brand items, that Aldi is preferred to Waitrose when you don't realise the label. But there is a shopping experience which is very different in Waitrose. You might be less likely to queue. You are able to expand in an aisle. I don't know if you go to a Lidl, sometimes it feels like you're hemmed in, or you're there when they're stacking the shelves.
I was thinking that about Tesco, that they always seem to be full of up trolleys and stacking things, and you can't get round and you can't move. That's I mean, maybe it's just the one where I live, but that I always feel that Aldi, Lidl, fairly spacious aisles, actually, and Tesco, the one where you think, I can't get out of this, I can't reach the oranges, I can't get round.
That's right. So you will have these different customer service experiences, and you will have differences in quality on some items. But what is interesting is if you look at a larger trolley, and so we do this as well every month, we look at about 130 items. In December, it was 131 items, but we can't compare with Aldi and Lidl, because they just don't have the range. It would be almost impossible to get a trolley of goods that was like with like comparable between Aldi, Lidl, Asda, Tesco, Morrisons, Sainsbury's, because the German discounters, they just don't have that same range of goods.
I find that absolutely remarkable. Having just done 2 big shops over the Christmas period at Lidl, let's tell the truth, that's where I was. I didn't think once as I was going round, why haven't they got this thing? Or, gosh, what a limited number of those things. Or, oh, my Lord, only one yoghurt. I mean, it didn't feel like that at all. I wouldn't have known that. I didn't notice that. Now you've told me, I know it's true, but I didn't realise.
It's incredible. It's in fact, when you look at the number of items that you can get in a fully stocked Aldi or Lidl versus a Tesco, it's something like 2,000, 3,000 in the German discounters, and almost 90,000 at Tesco.
Wow.
So it's orders of magnitude, but they are clever buyers. They stock what people want, and more often than not, you'll get what you need at those smaller discounters. But it does mean that we can't do a comparison. And actually, when we do these bigger shopping trolleys, Asda is the cheapest. Right. And that was, again, 11 months out of 12. They were cheapest. But Waitrose, although most expensive, 11 out of 12, 1 month, Sainsbury's was the priciest, which is quite shocking.
That's surprising.
Yes.
Yeah.
And partly this could be because of loyalty prices. We don't take those into account. We go for the price that everyone else has to pay, not just people who've signed up, for example, to Nectarcard. And so in the month of September, Sainsbury's was the most expensive.
So by and large, is it still pretty much the truth that Marks and Spencer tops the list, or is it Marks and Spencer and Waitrose vying for most expensive?
Well, do you know, we can't do a comparison with Marks and Spencer themselves. Again, it's a range problem.
Yeah,
but
not enough. Not enough. I would notice it. I have noticed it. Shopping at Marks and Spencer, you think, oh, hang on a minute, you haven't got this, you haven't got that. That is noticeable.
Yes, and what we have heard quite often from people, especially on social media.
I do with my life. I spend my time shopping,
counting items.
Supermarkets counting. Seems as if I do, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, on social media, you'll hear a load of people saying that Marks & Spencer actually offers a lot of good value items on those budget ranges. On the real basics are comparable. What we do is we look at Ocado. They stock a lot of Marks & Spencers. And last month, in December, Ocado was actually cheaper than Tesco and Sainsbury's for a big trolley. So it could be the Marks & Spencer. It's bringing down those prices and becoming competitive.
Harry, thank you very much indeed. Always a pleasure.